representing the data collected. That is, representing the data, collected data in a specific form. The data collected as such is called a raw data. It is in the raw form. So from a raw data, gathering information, the required information is sometimes difficult. If we classify, organize, or in general, if we process the data and represent it in a convenient form, then it will be easier to draw the required information from that represented data very easily. Easily obtain the information. So what we do is, as a step for convenience, we present the data in a specific form by certain processing. So, to represent the data, there are various methods. We will discuss two types of representations. One, graphical representation, that is, use graphs to represent the data. The second is tabular representation, that is, use tables to represent the data. Graphical method of using graphs to represent the data and using tables, tabular representation of the data. We will discuss these two representations one by one. And first we discuss the graphical representation. Here we use graphs. There are various types of graphs. Picture graphs, pictures as graphs. Bar graphs. Bar means rectangles. Rectangles to represent. And also similarly some other graphs, diagrams to represent the data. Now we first discuss the two types of graphs. One, pictographs. That is, picture as graphs. As graph. Two, bar graph. That is, bar means rectangles. So rectangles as graphs. Rectangles as graphs. So two types of graphical representations. One, pictures. Use pictures as graph. Using pictures we can represent. And bar graphs, using bars, that is rectangles, we can represent the data. So first discussion is this pictographs. Yes. Pictographs. So in pictographs we use pictures. What type of pictures? Any type of pictures. Any picture can be used to represent a data. Usually a matching picture for the data will be selected. A matching picture depending upon the data will be selected to represent it. But that is not a necessary part. We can use any pictures. So come to that picture representation. For example, suppose we have the annual income of 5 families in a locality. A data consisting of annual income in terms of rupees of certain number of families in a locality. For convenience, we reduce the number of families, and suppose we have the annual income of say 5 families in a locality. Number reduced for convenience, and 5 families. Consider 5 families and their annual income with us as data, raw data. Suppose these families are denoted by this F1, first family, F2, second family, F3, third family, F4, fourth family, and F5, fifth family. 5 families denoted by F1, F2, F3, F4, and F5. And also suppose the annual income of these families are rupees, say for the first family, suppose it is 30,000 rupees, and for the second family rupees 40,000 rupees, and for the third family rupees 60,000, and fourth family rupees 70,000, and for the fifth family rupees 50,000. Suppose these are the annual incomes of these 5 families: 30,000, 40,000, 60,000, 70,000, and 50,000. Then we can use pictures to represent this data. What type of pictures? Any picture. So usually a suitable matching picture will be selected. Since this represents the annual income, that is rupees, we can use the diagram of a coin to represent this data. Coin, picture coin. This coin can be taken as a round figure, a circle, small circle. Suppose we represent the data by this small circle and with a suitable scale. So suppose we take this one coin represents rupees 10,000. Then with this scale we can represent this data by the coins. 30,000 will be represented by 3 coins. 40,000 will be represented by 4 coins. Similarly, 6 coins, 7 coins, 5 coins. So we can draw the graph representing this. So usually we draw a rectangular box, and in this box we represent this. So 5 families, therefore 5 rows. Then family 1, F1 denoted here, F2, F3, F4, F5. Then for the first family, income 30,000, so we draw 3 coins. This means the income is 30,000 rupees, annual income 30,000 rupees with the scale. Scale also will be indicated in the figure, at the top or bottom. And for this family F2, 40,000, 4 circles, 4 coins, then 6 circles, then 7 circles, then 5 circles. So with this scale and this graph, we can see the annual income of these 5 families. For F1 30,000, F2 40,000, F3 60,000, F4 70,000, and F5 5,000, F50,000. So this is the picture graph or pictograph. And again, suppose we have one more family, say F6, and the annual income is rupees, say 45,000. 45,000. Then how we can represent this? So 45,000. 40 plus 5,000. For 5,000, we cannot have a full circle, full coin. What we do is, we draw a half circle. So this can be represented in this form. This F6, 1 coin, 2 coin, 3 coin, 4 coin, then a half circle. So this will indicate that the annual income of family F6 is 45,000. And remember that these circles, all these circles should be of the full circle will be of the same size and shape. That is, since this being circle, the radius will be same. Should be same. And for this half circle also, radius is same, but half circle, semi-circle. So this will give us the information regarding this annual income of the families. In a similar fashion, any data can be represented by pictures. Such pictures of any type we can use. Okay, so this is the pictograph, the graphical representation. And now the next graphical representation is this bar graphs, that is rectangles as graphs, that will be discussed in the next video.